Hey guys, what's up? It's Lelouch, and back for another Gundam model review today. Now, this time it's on a Master Grade kit, my rather old Master Grade kit that I got a while ago. The, what is it? The Zaku 2, like, Black Tri-Stars version, I suppose, version 2.0, I think it is. Got it a while back. It's a pretty good kit. Kind of old, but you know, whatever. It's not as well built as it could have been. Anyways, it's a pretty good Master Grade kit. It does use the Zaku 2.0 frame for Master Grades, so it has pretty good articulation, although it is obscured by some of the armor, which sucks. I'll get to that in a minute. As far as painting goes, there is quite a little bit required for the Master Grade kit. This little bit of red in the legs were painted. All the red inside the thrusters were also painted. Even one was in the back. And what else is there? There's the backpack. All the white on the backpack, like these little bits, that was all painted white. And this bit right here, this red, is a sticker. I'm not sure why they couldn't give you just a red piece of plastic or just mold these white pieces that are supposed to be white in white, but oh well. That's it for the painting. Now, as far as articulation goes, the arms can rotate all the way around. I believe they're on a ball joint, not a hinge joint, and they can actually come forward about that much. What else we got? The armor here for the shoulder, the spike shoulder armor here, can come out and rotate, and it's on a 2-hinge joint. It can rotate below the shoulder, bend at the elbow at 2 points, so it touches its own shoulder. Good movement. You have some pretty crazy armor separation right there on the elbow. It's really nice. Little hydraulics going on and stuff. Now, what else we got? The hands are on ball joints. They can rotate and bend out in. And the fingers are all individually jointed. I believe I separated them. The last three used to be combined, and they're actually jointed at the knuckles, so that's really nice. You have some extra articulation there. And the thumb here is one piece. Can rotate. So it has really good hand articulation. You get it to do a lot of crazy stuff, like so. This shield part's also on 2-hinge joints, so it can move and rotate. The head's actually kind of sophisticated. It's really nice. It can rotate about that far. It can't go all the way around. It can go that far. But the thing about it is that when you move the head, the eye moves with it. So wherever the head's looking, the eye's automatically going to be looking that way too. Oh no, it can go all the way around. Kind of. But I just found that really cool. There's like this gear mechanism inside. I'm not sure how to explain it, but the way you build it is so that you don't have to move the mono eye. Like the traditional, you have to pull off the top of the head and move the eye. But for this Zaku, the 2.0 series, I'm assuming all of them have this eye moving feature, which is really cool. Now, the waist can barely move. There's like a stomach area here where it can go up and down and side to side just a tad. Barely anything. The side skirts can move a bit, and the front skirts are very small and narrow. It can go all the way up separately. And the back skirts is one piece that can move. And the legs are huge and bulky. They have like a lot of armor piled on top of each other, and they can go forwards and backwards pretty well. Go out quite far, actually. And they can rotate right there at the thigh. And unfortunately, knee articulation is where it's severely lacking, because when you build the frame can bend all the way. There's no problem there. But once you put up all this bulky armor and everything, it limits the knee movement, so it can really only do that much, where normally it would bend all the way back. But I guess you can play with it to get it to go. Really, that's probably as far as it'll ever go. If you take the armor off, though, it'll go way further. You have some nice knee armor movement right there. It's always cool. These tubes are actually springs, so when you build them, you have to get all these little tubules in there separately. They're springs, so they can move with the leg. Excuse me. The toes can bend upwards. Nice movement there. They can go down about that far and side to side. Rotate just a tad. Really, you can't do so much. You can only go up about that far. Now, I think that's it for articulation. You do have these little moving flaps on the back. If that counts. The thrusters can move a little bit. And that's about it. Now, for little gimmicks and stuff, the cockpit, two cockpits actually do open. If I can get them open. They can both open, although there's only one cockpit on one side, which is that side. They have a little switch on the back. If you take off the backpack, you can switch it, so the pilot moves from the left to the right, but I don't see the point of that. If the Zaku gets shot, it still gets shot. It's going to blow up. It's not going to save the pilot if he's able to move from one side of the chest to another. Now, as far as accessories goes, I guess Zaku's are notorious for having a lot of weapons, I guess, from what I've seen so far anyway. This one does come with quite a few. They always come with more weapons than they can wield at once. And it's not like the Infinite Justice where it can just use all of its blades at once. It does come with a regular Zaku machine gun with the moving handle right here. I'm sorry, my camera's not focusing very well. I have to get the Zaku to stand. It does come with this little moving handle and moving scope. And it does come with an extra pack that can actually mount onto the back of the the back skirt. I think it mounts like so. Whoop. Get on there. And that's about it. Nothing else very special about it. Just a simple machine gun. It has a little hole in the handle, so the peg in the arm, or in the hand I should say, should be fully capable of holding it. There we go. The Zaku 2.0 holding its little Zaku machine gun. Quite well. It is a bit loose, the peg anyway, but it's not unbearable. It's pretty good. Can hold it quite well. And next we have, where is it? It's a little Heat Hawk axe, I think it's called. It's an axe. The whole thing comes in black, so I had to paint it purple and yellow. I believe my camera's not focusing on it again. There we go. And it has that little peg right there. It does go onto the side skirt, like so. And I don't think there's a peg on the handle that you can stick into the hand, or maybe there is. Maybe the paint just covered it. But whoops. It can hold it with or without a little peg hole. Oh, that's probably holding it wrong, but whatever. There you go. It's a rather dinky little axe for a kind of bulky mobile suit. And the last one it comes with is a, what is this called? A hyper giant bazooka or something, rocket version. It's a pretty big bazooka. It does have a few moving parts right here. Not focusing again. Right here, this moving handle here, moving scope. The scope is nice. You can close it right here. And the scopes for the machine gun and the bazooka were clear, so I painted them clear red. And then that's about it. Nothing special really. It does have 2 holes, so you can hold it at 2 angles for the Zaku. You can see it there. Goes in the palm quite nicely, actually. Oh god. No. The fingers, they're just so loose. There we go. Alright, finally got it on there. And that's holding it at an angle. But it's pretty good. It's big. They do give you extra parts for the Zaku. They actually give you quite a few. Normal extra parts as far as that goes. They do give you an extra head piece, so you can have the antenna sticking out, the commander antenna. They give you 2 versions of that. I chose to just have the regular flat head, but you can have it with 2 different antennas. As shown here, I think, in the manual. You can have it with the antenna on. And they also do give you spare parts for another Zaku bazooka, shown right there. That requires parts from the Hyper Bazooka, or was that the Giant Bazooka? I'm sorry. The Giant Bazooka to make the Zaku bazooka. So you can only have one at once. And there's also this little thing back here on the back skirt. I'm pretty sure that's for storing the one of the bazookas. I'm not sure which. I never used it. But yeah, overall it's a pretty good kit. It does come with quite a few weapons and stuff. And overall it's pretty good articulation, although I wouldn't recommend it among all the Zaku 2.0 frames that are out there. I mean, you have Char's Zaku 2, the regular mass production Zaku 2. I think you have the space version and stuff, and Johnny Ridden's and stuff, and it's just among all of them, I really don't think the Black Tri-Stars one is or Black Trinity, whatever you want to call them, is the best, because it does have the special leg pieces in the backpack that makes it differ from the regular Zaku 2 2.0 version, besides the colors, which is obvious, but still, it's generally a good frame. I do recommend any Master Grade Zakus, as long as they have the 2.0 frame. But yeah, it's pretty good. I do recommend it. Nice kit. And that's about it for this review. I'll see you guys all next time.